Bulletcast for life.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Y'all already know what it is. The microphone Messiah, Phillip Brandon, the Canadian Destroyer, BT, Brandon Tanguma, SummerSlam Recap. We're getting a recap out to you sooner rather than later, like we have been doing over the past couple months. Sorry about that. Your boy's been busy. But nonetheless, BT, another SummerSlam in the books, MetLife Stadium. There was so much history in that stadium, man. We talked about a lot of great things. Roman Reigns' first WrestleMania was in there. Now you see the stage he's at. Another passing of the torch. CM Punk history in MetLife, the Undertaker match, and then given what he did on Saturday night. Brandon, what's going on with you? Overall thoughts of SummerSlam, the first two nights SummerSlam.
Overall thoughts, I thought both nights were a little bit up and down, but I did think that both main events kind of covered for what the undercard might have been lacking.
I mean, there's some things I liked and we're about to talk about. Let's go into night one.
So night one, we had it at MetLife Stadium, as both nights were. Cardi B came out, which we completely forgot and didn't really acknowledge because WWE kind of forgot and didn't acknowledge as she was the host of SummerSlam. She did all those, commercials with Bianca Belair. It was like, oh, maybe she's going to do a match. And then, yeah, we didn't really talk about Cardi B at all. And all she did was show up. She did some awkward intro where she clearly was reading off a teleprompter or some notes or something. And then she wasn't seen ever again. So God bless her. Hopefully that check cleared and she got her money.
Yeah, I know she did the theme song to SummerSlam. Was it 2019? I believe. I saw the video of Randy Orton meeting Cardi B. He's a massive Cardi B fan, so big pop out of me for that. But let's get into the first match, night one.
Night one, we had the tag team match, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso taking on Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. A whole bunch of entrances. So if you take into account the Cardi B thing, the singing of was it God Bless America? I forget which one they do.
You gotta give it some oomph, man. I mean, this was.
I don't think they didn't ring the bell until 20-something minutes into the first hour.
You gotta give it some oomph. The supposed next generation of WWE, Big Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker going up against main event Jey Uso and the OTC, the Tribal Chief.
OTC 1. Got to get the name right.
OTC 1. Hello, Roman Reigns. Come on now. Jey Uso comes out there, we yeeting up a storm. He said, man, I'm tired. And then, I'm not going to lie, Roman's entrance kind of upset me. The pyro was off.
It's a damn shame.
They were late with the pyro. It's a little nitpicky, but it is what it is. They go out there, they do that business. Black and white for the for the members of the former bloodline, just straight up all black for Seth's group. They're out there, they get rid of Braun and the Brawns real quick, and then Jay says, "Hold on, let's run it back. And then we start another yeet party. I saw a video of another podcaster just reacting to this so obligatory, if that makes sense, just overreacting. I'm like, look, man, the dude is over like Rover. People paid all that money to go there. Yeah, they're gonna want to yeet. They'll yeet when he comes out. They'll do the mid-match yeet. They'll yeet after the match is over. It is what it is. This is what we live in now.
I mean, you dangle the shiny loud keys in front of the fans, they'll laugh and clap their hands.
Absolutely.
And wave their hands up and down and say, I thought it was dumb, but it's one thing for it to be dumb, but then it also turns into that's how the heels got the advantage on the baby faces.
Yeah. So it made sense.
It made sense, which made the baby faces look stupid, which is not what you want.
I mean, they got the advantage on Roman, and then Jay made the save. Roman, he wasn't geeting. He was talking trash to Paul Heyman.
But Roman did acknowledge, okay, he did, he showed a little bit of heart and he showed a little bit of character by saying, let's run it back.
We can do that. We got this, overall it worked because they got the dub. But yeah, man, the story of this was Roman sacrificing himself for Jay a lot, putting himself in those positions.
Yeah, and the tribal chief was not, letting his minions take the falls for him. He was putting himself in front of said minions. So I mean, yeah, I thought it was a solid match. Obviously, I think it might have had higher stakes if Roman was in a singles match, or maybe even like if Seth was involved. But for an opening match with stars that people care about, at least in Jay and Roman, people like Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed's kind of eh in terms of crowd reaction, but I thought it was perfectly fine. Maybe a little long because
How about that dive,
I mean, God bless Roman. I mean, was he like almost 40, pushing 40? He cleared them and he did a late tuck and roll and did not break his neck.
brother? I mean, I was like, oh, oh, wow. All in all, the what Roman ate a spear from Braun Breaker, super kick to Breaker takes him out, spear to Bronson Reed, Uso splash, 1, 2, 3. Roman and Jay get the big victory. Next, yeet.
Then we move on into the women's tag team scene as we got Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez defending the tag titles up against the not friends, they're not friends, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. This one went 13-30, another one of the tag team partners who might not be able to get along, but they ended up getting along at the very end when Charlotte attacked Raquel when they did a cheeky little camera angle. So you
Hit
thought,
that
oh,
big boot.
she's gonna get Alexa because Alexa hit her earlier, but no, shockingly, babyfaces actually understand some things might happen by accident, and they ended up winning the tag title. So
Yeah, congratulations. This can we say the tag team of Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair has worked?
I mean, I think it definitely has been a success in terms of kind of rehabilitating Charlotte Flair. Every single time, you guys know how much I've not been the biggest fan. Going up against Brian, who loves himself some Charlotte. But I think she's in a good place right now. She's coming across as likable. I think Alexa Bliss has always had, the fans behind her, so kind of putting them two together definitely has worked out. I think you got to run with this. I don't know. I mean, I think we talked about a little bit. Like it seems as though it was going to be a singles match between Bliss and Charlotte, but Charlotte was like, you know what? I think we got something here, so let's keep on doing. I think that definitely was the right plan.
Absolutely. Congratulations to those women. We have new women's tag team champions. Whenever Liv comes back, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, whenever that is, but we don't know. Then we got Sami Zayn and Karrion Cross.
Man, what's next for Karrion Cross, bro? What is next?
I don't know. The internet tells me his contract's up. I've never. I mean, I had hopes for Karrion Cross like before he got hired originally, and then I thought maybe he came back, he might do something since Triple H was in charge. But I like frankly, I just don't see what everyone else is seeing in Karrion Cross in terms of like give him a chance. Like he is getting chances, and like this match was not great. And
We want Cross.
Sami Zayn's one of the best wrestlers, one of the best babyface wrestlers in the world, and it still was not a good match.
It was
And
fine,
people want to like blame it on Sammy when I'm like,
bro.
I think it
It
might
was
be Karrion
fine.
Cross. Yeah.
It was all right.
And this is definitely one of those matches that should not have been on a one night SummerSlam card. So I'm not too mad at it, but it was not. It was only 8 minutes, so it wasn't there to stick around. But it was still longer than the next match, which was the women's championship match. Tiffany Stratton defending against Jade
It
Cargill.
was longer than that.
That's what Wikipedia says, and Wikipedia's never wrong. Um,
How long was the woman's
it
title match?
says it went 7 minutes and 5 seconds.
It felt longer than that. I thought they went like 12.
Well, that's because they stuffed about 15 minutes of shit in a seven
Yeah,
minute
they just
bag.
they did a lot of stuff. It just kept moving. Like it went better than I thought it was going to. I'm not going to lie. I'm honestly going to say that. Um, yeah, yeah. Because I mean, Jade would hit like that big boot, and then like to get the 2 count. And then they were just getting closer and closer to that. They each had a counter for a counter. I thought that was good. The jaded or the bitch clamp if you're a fan of jazz. And then Tiffany's foot being on the rope, like okay, protect the finisher. Gonna go for the super jaded, but then rolls out. And then prettiest moonsault ever. I thought they did good business. I did.
All
I
right.
was happy with this.
Yeah, I thought what they executed in the match, everything looked fine. Um, I mean, the match itself or the work up to the match was like very awkward and weird because it was like they only had a couple weeks to build it. I feel like they didn't really
Yeah,
do anything to make you
and
care either which way. And I think the crowd reaction told you that because the crowd was pretty much dead for this match.
Jade was playing more heel in the match anyway. I noticed.
And I mean, I think both the Jade kind of experiment overall is not working, and then the Tiffany Stratton babyface experiment isn't really working. So I think both are not in a great spot right now.
It's Tiffy time.
I wonder how much, was this always planned to be a Jade loss? Was it like we're not feeling it, so we're not going to give it to her, or we're gonna, hold off a little bit, maybe turn Jade heel to go up
You
against Bianca?
remember what Triple H said at on Unreal. If we're not feeling it, we won't pull the trigger. And what did Bruce Pritchard say? A win at WrestleMania is not guaranteed. That goes the same for SummerSlam.
I mean, my similar thoughts to Jade Cargill, like Karrion Cross. Like I don't know, and she's been wrestling longer than Tiffany Stratton has, and she's been wrestling a lot longer than some women in NXT have. And I just think if you're kind of going down that like sports mentality, you're paying this woman a lot. You're not paying the people at NXT as much, but yet I think the people at NXT might be a little bit better than her. So it's like, which one would you rather have?
And she's a physical, she's a specimen.
I mean, you got other physical specimens down there in NXT, maybe not with the same exact body type as Jade, but I mean, Lash Legend, she's a big girl.
She-
Uh,
she's a big girl, huh?
in terms, physicality wise,
Oh, okay.
respectfully, of course. Shout out Lash Legend.
Congrats to Tiffany Stratton. It's Tiffy time. On the retention next.
Then we got the tag team match: Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Jelly Roll, and Randy Orton. This
Yo,
one,
listen,
17 minutes and 10 seconds.
Jelly Roll. He went out there and they kept it simple for him. You're gonna do like three big moves, and then you're gonna take the heat, hot tag into Randy, and then bro, him taking that table spot was crazy. I was like, oh my goodness. I've never seen a table explode like that.
Yeah, I mean, this was a really good celebrity performance, and this was like 20 years ago. Now we've had Bad Bunny, Logan Paul, and others kind
Well,
of,
you have to remember, Jelly Roll is a different body type,
and that's what I'm saying is like for what he did for his, what he looks like,
and he lost hella weight apparently to do this.
he, you know, it was perfectly, like I said, it was perfectly fine for a celebrity match 20 years ago, and now, I was not expecting a Bad Bunny type performance from Jelly Roll. I nitpicking, I feel as though maybe the wrestlers, especially Drew McIntyre, thought was selling too much for Jelly Roll. Like there was, times where just in general, I think they could have protected Drew McIntyre a
And
little bit more.
we don't know. He Jelly Roll may have a hell of a right hand. We don't know.
Maybe he got the same surgery that Logan Paul has, so he's got a titanium
Well,
rod in
no,
his hand or
his weren't
something.
knocking nobody out. They were just like, oh, like how you get hit in you get hit in the mouth, like, oh, okay, all right, well, we can do this. That's all that was. Yeah, man, Jelly Roll taking the pinfall, getting hit with the big splasher. For Logan Paul, Logan Paul, he's been doing this whole time. He's not an outsider like a Jelly Roll is.
Exactly. And then that writes off Jelly for a little bit, but then he makes the big old comeback, shows some fire, gets tagged in, but then at the end of the day, gets a Claymore kick and a splash and loses.
Yeah, yeah.
So, so yeah, I mean, who knows if Jelly will be back, but who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
Then main event for night one, Gunther defending his World Heavyweight
Come
Championship
on, man.
against
It's the main. You got to put some stamp
Gunther,
on it.
the World Heavyweight Champion. He's held a championship in his WWE career, Philip, for 80% of his
Yes,
time here in the company. And he's taking
during.
on Charles Montgomery Punk,
Yes, come
legend,
on, come
possibly
on,
final ever opportunity to get a world title match, SummerSlam main eventing.
come on, man. It's the Ring General, the World
What?
Heavyweight Champion
I don't get that.
Gunther
I don't get that tongue skill like you do, Philip.
versus the best in the world, the Second City Saint, CM Punk. Main event for the World Championship. Listen, man, this was old school. It was simple. It was a simple drag out, and I mean
A Naki
Gunther.
Draki, as some might say.
I mean Gunther, man, just them chops to the chest, to the back, to the hamstring, chopping Punk while he's hung up on the ropes and then booting him. I mean, just simply executed work, man. I loved when Gunther was posing and there was like the insurance general sign behind him. I'm like, Yes, this is what I'm talking about. And then Punk makes the comeback. Gunther's like damn near taking a victory lap, standing on the table, gets his feet yanked from under him, head smacks that table. He comes back, he's gushing blood, and then here we are. We're just going for it. Punk throwing them punches on that wound. Boom, 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 boom. Eventually, he gets the comeback. He gets that GTS. Gunther's still on his feet, hooks him for one more. Boom, hits it 1, 2, 3. CM Punk in the year of our Lord 2025. CM Punk is the WWE World Champion.
For about 5 minutes. But the match itself, I thought was really good. I thought it was a little bit repetitive because it's 30 minutes and like 25 of that was pretty much just Gunther chopping and on the offense of CM Punk.
Yeah, that's okay.
And who knows if this is what the story they wanted to tell. Maybe they're protecting Punk a little bit because Punk just can't go for 30 minutes like he could back in the day. But I thought it was
It's
good
a
stuff here, and
it's a
like I said, I thought it did like kind of elevate the show as itself because I think going into this I was a little like underwhelmed by what was going on in the undercard, but I thought they definitely saved the show. I thought with this main event.
it was a simple story, man. Like Gunther's gonna dominate Punk. Like Punk. He's a veteran of the game. He's past his prime. Like even Wade Barrett was like, it's not 2011 anymore. All that going on. Like, can he really do this? I love Punk's gear. The Fantastic Four blue.
A lot of people on this show were wearing blue,
I,
the
I like Punk.
fantastic
I
blue
like Punk's
blue.
the best. It really popped. But yes, all in all, CM Punk wins the World Heavyweight Championship. Kind of relishes in it. He sits there with it. He finally gets to his feet. He's holding that thing up high, and then burn it down. What did I say on the show? What did I say on the podcast? What did I say on the
I
podcast?
don't know what you said.
I
It's so
said,
long ago.
I said Seth Rollins was gonna walk out with the crutches, man. Yeah, I thought he was just gonna give him a warning like, hey, like I'm around. I thought like Braun Breaker was gonna like spear Punk that would allow Seth to get the advantage, but no. Seth comes out there with those crutches. He turns back around, drops the crutches, takes off that brace, and he goes there like that. Talk about player hater of the year. And then CM Punk hates this guy so much that he's not going to back down. He gets in the ring, looks to get that GTS, gets dropped, gets hit, and then boom, just gets obliterated. Bro, the way that briefcase bounced off of Punk's head, I was like, oh my god! Obliterates him with the briefcase, stomps him 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is the new World Heavyweight Champion. 2015, he hit the heights of the century. 2025, the ruse of the century.
I mean, that's what Michael Cole said because
That's what we're calling it.
that was definitely not a pre-prepared statement from Cole. That was off the dome, organically. I mean, the 30-minute match with Gunther definitely plays into the cash in clearly of Punk being exhausted and
Brother,
he
not even just that. Did you not see the way that briefcase smacked him on the
that's what I'm
head?
saying is like it was all leading up to the cash in of like why Seth would have cashed in to begin with. It wasn't like it was a standard 20-minute match and it was back and forth and you know Punk whatever the word I'm trying to say won emphatically. There we go. I figured it out. But yeah, so Seth wins. I mean, everyone, at least I was certain it was going to happen. I talked about on Unreal that I feel like WWE likes doing these surprises for the sake of surprises, even though at this point that was not a surprise. Um, like storyline wise, you can say like yes, but then it always goes back to like why would Seth want to lose to LA Knight just to fake this
For the
injury?
greater good. I mean, I'm sure he's going to explain all this tonight on Raw, but it was for the greater good. He would rather sacrifice and then you know what? I need LA Knight to be like, up. I beat you. I'm next in line. Can we get a real LA Knight Seth Rollins? What's next? Clash in Paris?
Mm-hmm. See,
Can we
we.
can we do that? Can we get something like that going? But yeah, man. I mean, just he did it for the greater good. Like he can sit at home, play with his daughter, evade whatever was going to happen with moving forward, the possibility of Roman coming back and all that stuff, and he can cash in and hold the championship for the greater good.
And once again makes Punk sympathetic, wants him, gives him a goal to do something. We're gonna run this Seth Punk thing again. How far can they stretch it out? Who knows?
I mean, we're at a different level with it now because Rollins, he obviously he always felt justified, but now that he's a heel and he can really play with it, and then he has Bronze backing him, and he has the Oracle. Like we can really do some stuff. I mean, obviously we're gonna go to War Games.
Yeah, maybe who knows? I mean, all the Samoans and stuff seem like they have a stranglehold on that gimmick now. But you can do the whole, MJF gimmick where you got to get
What do you
through.
mean a stranglehold?
Well, what's it
They
been
were
like the last two or
bro.
three war games?
They were in the first ever War Games.
Well, I'm just saying, like how many war out of since we've been doing this war games every single year on the main rosters, how many has involved the bloodline?
I mean, come on, what?
They are like the undisputed era.
Well, no.
Every single
So we
time
know
they're in there.
one. I mean, Jay was on the babyface team one year, but it was the Judgment Day.
There you go.
I mean, what 2022 was Bloodline with the baby faces. 23 was the baby faces in the Judgment Day. 24 was Bloodline CM Punk against the new Bloodline.
Bloodline Civil War.
No, that was the tag match with Roman and Solo versus the
Sorry, I
Usos.
gotta get my gimmicks right.
Come on, now, come on. But yes, man. I mean, a lot has happened on night one. Then Hunter, they did away with the what you call it, the press conferences where like the reporters would be able to ask. So they're doing their own post show now. Yeah, I felt like it was the same kind of reporters every time, right?
And I mean, it was basically a quid pro quo of like, don't ask real questions, just play into the
No,
storyline.
they asked real. There were people there that asked real questions, but yeah, they're doing their own kind of post show thing. And then Hunter said, if you thought night one was something, night two is going to blow it out of the water. And let's talk about night two right now.
Yeah, we got the women's world championship triple threat match. We had Naomi, who had her father play her out to the ring because I did not realize or know that he was like a world famous guitar player.
Dude, you
Apparently,
didn't watch Total Divas?
I did watch Total Divas, but that was how many years ago now at this point that I've forgotten.
Come on,
I'm
Brandon.
sorry, I'm not deep in the
You know
Naomi
what, Brandon?
lore.
Do we need to do a Total Divas rewatch?
I probably
Should we do a Total Divas rewatch? Let us know, people.
if you have to watch one episode of Total Divas, you have to watch the WrestleMania 31 episode where Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Natalia meet their fans. Great episode. Great episode.
Or what Summer Rae slapped Natty. You
I
remember
mean, I
that?
wasn't in that one, but
But
that was
I'm
okay.
saying, but
That was okay too.
that's one that just pops into my mind.
But yeah, Naomi defends her women's world title against Rhea Bloody Ripley and Io Sky,
Bro,
who's best friends with SpongeBob now.
the genius of the sky.
Sorry, Genius of the Sky, Rhea Ripley,
Oh
or
no.
Io Sky, who's best friends
Oh,
with SpongeBob,
Ripley's the genius of the sky.
and Io Sky is the I don't even know what Rhea Ripley's gimmick is.
Mommy.
Yeah, Io Sky's mommy.
Oh my gosh.
16 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay.
This one was really good. Would not say it was as good as the WrestleMania triple threat match, but it was still
I
very solid.
I like the one wrinkle where they did the Mania callback with the moonsault and Naomi getting out of the way. I liked that.
Student of the game.
Come on now, hello.
But yeah, like I said, they definitely like leaned into like that first triple threat match. I thought the stuff with Io and Ripley was pretty good. I think Naomi was kind of sprinkled in there, and I thought she had some good points of it as well. And of course, you had to do kind of the not exactly a stolen pin finish, but Rhea seemed to be getting the upper hand, and then Naomi, what
I
did I?
told you. I told you Naomi needed to pin Rhea. Boom. Here we go.
And yeah, then she rolled her up, grabbing on the tights for the 1, 2, 3. So not finished with this whole feud. Probably, who knows what Naomi will do next in terms of is it a singles one with Rhea or Io? Is it a singles person with someone
A
else?
Clash in Paris, Stephanie Vaquer, right?
Yeah, I forgot. I once again completely forgot about that. They just gave her that the thing, and then they just yeah, she's just out here having a tag match with Nikki Bella. Which is Nikki Bella like a thing now, or is she just like hanging on? What's going on with that?
Nikki Bella's here. She's around.
She's
She's here for a
here.
run, bro. See, if you listen to Cody Rhodes podcast, what do you want to
Sorry,
talk about? They discuss all this. Like she's here for a run, brother.
put
Yeah.
the title on her to the
Come on
moon.
now. I'm down to see a Nikki Bella title run.
You can look, but you can't touch.
Yeah.
Then we had the 6 pack tables, ladders, and chairs
Jeez,
match.
brother. Jesus Christ.
16 minutes. They packed like 30 minutes of flippy doos and shit in a 16-pound bag.
I mean, brother,
You know all the teams here. There's a lot of them.
I mean, Spanish fly through the tables, the tornado DDT through the table, the frog splash through the table. Candice LeRae taking one of the most insane bumps I've seen in a minute. I mean,
That's my girl right there.
right? Met Candice LeRae once, lovely person. That was crazy. The finish with what you call it, DIY falling through all those tables reminded me of I think was it One Night Stand 08 when Edge and or no, it was One Night Stand like 09 when Edge and Undertaker, yeah, no, 08, Edge and Undertaker had their TLC match and Taker just fell through all those tables, kind of reminiscent of that. But all in all, the Wyatt Six retain the WWE Tag Team titles. Just glad these guys got on a major PLE, man.
Yeah, it seems as though nobody got hurt significantly, so that's always a plus, especially all the crazy stuff they were doing in this match. Interesting finish in terms of the crowd reaction. The crowds were like really booing the Wyatts. I don't know if that was just a fact they didn't want to be over. They picked somebody else to be like the ones they wanted to win. I don't know what to read into that reaction. We did get all the women involved and like the entire Wyatt Six. Like they are the babyface champions, and yet they use the numbers advantage to take advantage and you know beat
Yeah,
everybody
you
else.
saw Nikki Cross, Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan got speared through a table. Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas was there. Yeah.
BFAB was there. She took like a Russian leg sweep or something off the ladder,
Yeah,
which didn't look like she was gonna die. So
I
safe and
forgot.
controls for
I'm not
BFAB.
gonna lie,
That's
I forgot she was with the company. I thought she was one of the rounds of releases. But I'm glad BFAB still has a job, man. Shout out to BFAB. Always thought there was something there.
but yeah, so, White's like I said, we were gonna have this match. White Six wins, so like nothing really ever happened. It's kind of like John Cena's heel turn. Nothing happened.
Brother, we're gonna talk about that in a second. What was
Then
next?
we got the women's IC title match. We had Becky Lynch defending against Lyra Valkyria. No disqualification, no countout. Last chance for Lyra Valkyria to take the title off of Becky Lynch.
Kendo sticks, chairs, zip ties, Bailey interference.
Yeah, there was a whole lot going on. This one was 25 minutes. I thought,
Damn.
honestly, it kind of felt like it. I thought the match did drag quite a bit. They did the zip tie spot, and Lyra's like hands definitely came apart, but then she still had to pretend like she was trying to get out of it for like the next like 5 minutes, which was kind of awkward. Um,
Wow.
but I had higher expectations, but I thought this one was definitely a disappointment. It just went on way, way too long, and the crowd
So
was like dead for this.
I mean, like Bailey versus Becky, that would have been something, right? You can finally admit that I'm right.
I mean, maybe you were right. We'll never know. That's an alternate universe.
I'm telling you, Bailey versus Becky, just give him 15 minutes straight up and let them go.
I mean, I thought the regular matches Lyra and Becky had that were like 15 minutes were really good, but yet I think they overcompensated. They thought they had more heat than they really did, and they decided to give them 25 minutes. I honestly don't know why. Like, honestly, I would have shaved like 5 minutes off of this match and given it to the other women's title match and have them go 20. But um, yeah, I thought this was maybe like one of the lower points of the match of the show, just because it just went on forever and nothing really happened.
Nothing really matters. Congrats, Becky Lynch. She's still the IC champ. Swinging that kendo stick like she was in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, Michael Cole just completely missed the reference. She was clearly doing a golf swing, and then he was like, "Oh, she looks like Juan Soto," and I'm like, "Cole, that definitely was a golf swing." And she
No,
didn't.
no, she did a baseball swing, and he said that. And then no, they did make a reference to Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, I think after the fact because like you could hear Cole like went silent for like 5 seconds, probably because Triple H was yelling at him. It was like, "No, you idiot! She's supposed to be in Happy Gil. She's in Happy Gilmore. That's what she was trying to do." But yeah, whatever. Um, yeah, it was fine. Bailey came out, teased a heel turn to attack Lyra, but she didn't. So maybe I mean Lyra can't challenge for it, so I guess Bailey has to now.
Come on,
So
that's what I'm gonna say. Paris,
there,
Paris.
there you go.
It's gonna be fire.
And then we got the steel cage match for the U.S. title. So we had three consecutive kind of hardcore style matches in a row. Solo Sikoa defending his title up against Jacob Fatu. Also I forgot Becky Lynch had a new theme song. Any thoughts on that? I thought it was solid.
I didn't hear the song.
Wow. It has
Uh,
words. It's like a rock song.
oh,
It's not her babyface theme anymore, so
it's
it's
not.
like,
Whoa.
yeah.
Uh,
Anyways, back to the match. Solo and Fatu, they go 12 minutes 40 seconds. Once again, all the people get involved. Jimmy tries
say
to
all their
just
names. Say all their names.
uh Talatonga.
Okay.
Uh Not Tomatonga wasn't there. Tonga Loa was there though, and JC Mateo, formerly known
Oh,
as Jeff Cobb.
Jason, you gotta say them. You gotta say them fast though.
JC Mateo, Talatonga, and Tongaloa, and Jimmy Uso.
Yeah, yeah, yes. Big Jim,
Big
Big
Jim.
Jim was in attendance. Yeah, Jacob was handcuffed to the cage. He breaks out of the handcuffs, pushes the door onto JC Mateo, and then Tala Tonga with the boot helps Solo retain, and then Jacob with a moonsault onto JC and Tongaloa after the fact, off the cage.
Yeah, I mean, I said like I felt like nothing really happened in the tag team match, or like they did all this stuff just to get right back where they were. Same thing in this one. You had the match, everybody gets involved. Solo still holds a championship. I said maybe it's because they have bigger, better things for Fatu. Who knows? Maybe. And then at the end, it was all just a vehicle for Fatu to do the spot off the cage, so he gets his moment, his shine in the sun. Is that the end of this storyline? Probably not, but you would hope that things kind of culminate at SummerSlam, but I don't think that's the case with this one.
We shall see. IC title, right?
Yep, the men's IC title match, Dominic Mysterio defending against AJ Styles. We have ads on the show, on both shows, but I thought the second night was definitely more it was more in your face, especially Dominic Mysterio's literal choice of ring gear was sponsored by a certain chicken wing company, and no free ads, which was like, all right, like what are we doing here, people? AJ Styles comes
They
out.
paid him money, so he did that.
Well, I mean, I don't know if they paid him money. They paid WWE TKO money. I don't know if they
Sure,
paid Dom
I'm sure
money.
he got a cut, man. Come on.
But AJ comes out with the lowrider. He has the Eddie Guerrero style gear. Basically, they were reminiscing that 20 years ago, this was the Dominic Mysterio custody on a pole match. And yeah, so they did a lot of Eddie Guerrero spots, a lot of Eddie Guerrero tributes in this
Hey
one.
man, Viva La Raza. I mean, bro, it's going to be 20 years in November. Oh my God, crazy, crazy, crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, I loved AJ's gear. Viva La Raza, man. You know what it is. We love Eddie Guerrero over here, all day, every day. I lie and cheat and steal in my everyday life. Hello. But yeah, no, clean the Jays. I thought Judgment Day was going to interfere. They did not. So that makes Dominic look even better. That didn't Eddie's spot, unzipping the boot, getting it off, smacking AJ with the boot, hitting that frog splash, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, basically the entire match was just Eddie Guerrero references, maybe a tad bit too much because little contrived,
Eddie,
but
it's okay. When it's Eddie, it's fine.
but yeah, it was cool. I thought it was a solid little match, kind of getting you ready for the main event. They didn't overstay their welcome.
What was next?
Well, it's main event time. I would assume
I
Philip
got
wants to.
you.
I was gonna say I know Philip's gonna take over now.
I got you. Come on. You got to bring the in. It's main event time. Come on now. The grandson of a plumber, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, Cody Luther King, goes out there to win back the championship against the never seen 17, the undisputed WWE champion, John Cena. The color is back. This was Big Match John. Big Match John was back to walk into MetLife Stadium, Newark, New Jersey. God damn it. The last time he was here, he main evented WrestleMania 29 and beat The Rock for the WWE Championship. The same title that he's walking in to his last SummerSlam main event, his sixth SummerSlam main event, I might add. Them boys, how long was this one? I know this was a long one.
It was by far the longest match of the night of the weekend, 37 minutes 45 seconds.
The AA's fighting into the crowd, coming up through the Cody Vader, AA's through the table, the Cody Cutter through the table. Yeah, man. I mean, Cena hit the sunset flip on the outside, like, oh, he hit the diving leg drop off the top. Like Cena's pulling out all the greatest hits. This is what you wanted from the retirement tour, man. Can we talk about the promo on SmackDown though?
Of course.
Let's talk about that. How did you feel?
I was perplexed and was like, "What the hell is this?" I wanted to hold off my vitriol for how stupid it was until after this match. Um, but I mean, at the end of the day, like I was saying, I think they should just cut bait with this heel thing because it is not working, and that's exactly what they did. I would love to see WWE Unreal episode on this of like, what was the point? Was this
But
Cena's thing? Was this
here's
WWE's creative? I don't know.
here's the brilliance of it though. He cuts this promo coming off of people seeing exactly how his heel turn went down. And then he says, I bought into somebody's elaborate ploy to make exciting television. And then when it was time for the team to go, I was left to be the only one standing. My team left. And then I was left to deal with this. So it it worked. I mean, then I've seen like the fan footage. He was getting. I mean, they were going along with the booing when he arrived, and then by the end of that, getting cheered like a mug, man. Big Match John, he's back for the last 4 months. Big Match John is back.
Which is what the entire Cena run should have been. It should have just been babyface
Look,
John Cena, have everyone
look,
cheer him, everyone loves him. Let's
look. The
just
fact that they at least did it, we can say they did it.
and we can say how big of a mishap and how much of a debacle it was.
I mean, he addressed that in the promo. That's the whole point. He
He
addressed
he
like
did address it. The one thing, like you brought it up, I did not like the point of him saying, I did this for shocking TV. I just don't think wrestlers should be saying stuff like that because that just completely takes you out of the moment. And it's almost like oh yeah, this is all fake. And I just was playing a character.
But he said he doesn't want to ruin wrestling. He loves wrestling. So it's okay. He loves wrestling. He loves this. It's
Also
okay.
funny, like he brought it up. He said he could not acknowledge that he's talking about The Rock. Like this whole time, he just was speaking in circles and tongues of like who we're talking about. But we all know who he's talking about, but he
Yeah,
can't say who he's talking about.
but John Cena can say whatever he wants. He probably just chose not to say it. I mean, come on, guys. Like we know. We know. But the point is, Cena's a babyface again. They had thoughts on this contest. There was a lot.
It was a lot. It was a lot of spamming of finishers, a lot of kind of quick up, no selling. This honestly is probably the last great John Cena match in his career.
I mean, this was one hell of a performance. John put on one of the best performances I've ever seen from the Never Seen 17. 105 days as WWE champion.
I mean, like I said, I think this is his final great performance and probably the best performance he's had in like 6, 7, 8 years.
I wouldn't say
I mean,
that.
since post COVID, since coming back, he has not been really good. I mean, the matches have not been good. Like, let's be honest. Like, what
I don't
he
know
like ever since he had that Baron Corbin feud, like everything since that has been just
what
dog
was that
awful.
2017? Oh, he's done some good work since then.
I mean, I will still die on the hill that the Firefly Funhouse was a good match, but that's not a match. That's a
Well, yeah,
movie.
yeah, it was fantastic.
Let's see. What's John Cena's cage match looking like? But a lot of these are going to just be house shows that don't really matter.
He had a match against Dominic Mysterio after a SmackDown that was pretty fire. That was what, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah.
Hmm.
What's that cage match looking like, there, boy?
A lot of lives, some Smackdowns,
And
tag
how
team match with the Bloodline back
and
in
how shows do
2021.
matter. How
House
dare
shows
you?
do matter, but we didn't see him. He
They're,
had a
they're
dark match against Matt Riddle, or not with Matt Riddle against Mason T-Bar in 2021.
Jesus Christ. That's a
What a time to be alive. All right, so yeah,
yeah.
um
That's a hell of a. When was that Dominic Mysterio one? Was it 2023?
he had a dark wolf, Dominic Mysterio, John Cena, and Rey Mysterio. That's the tag team match. There's a lot of John Cena matches on here, but a lot of them are like dark matches or live events.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
But I mean, nonetheless, Cody wins back the
September 29, 2023, John Cena defeats Dominic Mysterio in 7 minutes and 10 seconds at the Golden One Center in
uh,
Sacramento, California.
fire match. I'm telling you. But yeah, man. They do the Cody Cutter spot through the table. I didn't think they were gonna make it because the table looked kind of far out, but they made it. Cena's just on the ropes. Cody gives him one last salute, and then he hits that crossroads 1, 2, 3. And what happened in 2013 in that stadium when Rock passed the torch to John, John paid it forward and passed the torch to Cody. Cody leaves John in the ring to have his moment. The crowd is chanting, "Thank you, Cena." And then, brother, I we no nobody saw this coming. The Beast is back. Brock Lesnar's music hit. That place went crazy.
Then this is a
Uh,
bad time to say I said Brock Lesnar was going to come out right here, and then Brock Lesnar came out right there.
I mean, we legit haven't seen Brock Lesnar since 2023 SummerSlam when Cody Rhodes beat him.
And why is that?
Um,
There's
there's
some
some,
allegations, and
there's some allegate
there's some court
there's
documents that
there's
have
some
Brock Lesnar's name in it.
yeah court documents, allegations, all that stuff. But nonetheless, Brock Lesnar came out. I was like, yo, what's happening? Uh, Brock is looking jacked, boy. Came out there, hit that F5. I saw on Twitter earlier in the day, people were like playing the clip of when Brock first came back to WWE after WrestleMania 28, the Raw after. They were like, after Sid is back, boo. And then it happened. Look, what you call and then Triple H went on the post show and said, John requested to wrestle Brock Lesnar one last time.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's another thing of like why this John Cena face turn happened so quickly. Maybe the Brock Lesnar thing came together last minute. Maybe
Because I
Cena.
Yeah, because you look at it, man, like with the retirement tour, you're gonna want to play the greatest hits. You're gonna want to hit your rivals. He did Randy, he did Punk, Hunter, Angle, and Sean are all retired. Edge is in a different company. So yeah, Brock was kind of the last guy left to go at it with. Um Now, I mean, we don't know what's going on with the legal stuff because like I remember TKO like when once the Vince stuff happened and they lost that Slim Jim sponsorship that's on those tables. They got rid of Vince immediately to get that sponsorship back. So, I'm sure they've taken all the precautions and with the shareholders and all the sponsors and everything. Uh, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen with the Beast incarnate.
Yeah, like from the business perspective, I don't know. Clearly we don't know what's going on with the Brock Lesnar stuff and whatever. I mean, they were still paying him money despite him not being there. He wasn't even on the video games these last couple of years.
No,
So
he's secretly in it.
you gotta like punch in some secret code.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, but anyways, but I just wonder like what the crowd reactions would be because like insane crowd reaction for his return at SummerSlam. Now that's in the moment. People are kind of get lost to the shuffle. Um, Twitter. I know Twitter can be a very toxic place. I know there's a lot of people tweeting out that
Brother.
they're not the biggest fans of this. I don't know. I feel as though, that's definitely like an echo chamber over there that's going to be like a minority, I think. But who knows? Maybe some things catch fire. Some people kind of like, oh yeah, like I forgot Brock is a part of like the Vince McMahon stuff, and but Brock's also not going to be there all that often. And it's also kind of the same thing like back in the day when Vince would come out, we would trash him on the internet, but yet every time he'd come out in a live setting, people would always cheer him and bow down to him. So
Yeah, like when the stuff first came out and he was just advertised for SmackDown, he'd just come out. People are still just cheering the guy.
yeah, so I mean, and I kind of wish in a bubble that they didn't do this return just because I think it would have been a cool moment just to have Cena kind of like soak it in of just like his last stadium show, like his last like really good match probably.
Well, it won't be the last stadium
Okay,
show.
last like fantastic match of Cena's career probably.
We don't know. We don't know
We
that.
don't know. We don't know. Maybe him and Logan Paul can pull something out their ass in December. But yeah, but also, Cena and Brock do not have a lot of dates, and you can't like line that up perfectly to like have this just appear on like a SmackDown or a Raw or whatever. So it kind of makes sense to have it happen here. And like I said, the WWE creative team seems they love those surprises, even though maybe some of the non-surprises just giving the fans what they want. And also, I was pleasantly surprised we did not get a Cody turn because I thought that would have been just a terrible move to do. I think we'll get one
No,
eventually.
no.
Just do not do it now. For the
Yeah,
shock
no.
value of it, do not do like the double turn of Cody turning heel.
That's what
No.
everybody wanted, but no, you weren't going to get that. I keep saying this time and time again, man. Uh, he's He's the most over babyface they've had in quite some time, in since what, like 1990.
Yeah, and like people were booing him, but like
Yeah, at the beginning,
cheering
yeah.
Cena, they were booing Cody, but like once the match was over, they both showed respect. Cody was perfectly fine. The crowd was not angry. The crowd was respectful. Like I was worried that they would read too much into those reactions that they would turn him, but luckily they did not.
Like when they were announcing Cody and the fans started to boo, like he kind of laughed, like, "Ha, okay, yeah, this is in the moment." But Cody, I mean, even just like leading into, I forgot what match it was. He had a promo segment on a SmackDown. They were, I think it was with John Cena leading into Mania. They were booing Cody for a little bit in that promo, and then he quickly got them back. Like that's a masterful thing and ability to have. Um, Brandon, all in all, both nights of SummerSlam. What are your thoughts? What's your grade? SummerSlam 2025.
So if we're gonna grade overall SummerSlam, I think I'll give it a B. I think definitely the two main events were spectacular. They definitely pulled their weight. Everything else was, I thought, a little lackluster. Didn't have like enough oomph and momentum. I thought for like a SummerSlam, like if we were to like do it individually, I probably would say like night one was a C, night two was probably like a B plus, maybe a little bit of an A minus just because the main event. So it kind of
So
averages out to a
84%
B.
overall. Gotcha.
There you go.
Yeah. Um, you gave it a B for Brock.
Yeah, exactly.
Brock Lesnar. The Beast is back, man. A lot of crazy stuff is about to be happening. Yeah, I'll give it a B too. Good business overall. 2 night SummerSlam, MetLife
And
Stadium.
we're running it back next year in Minneapolis.
Yeah, Brett, do you want to go to Min? I mean, yeah, Brock has to be in Minneapolis.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah.
I've heard
Do you,
great things about US Bank Stadium. Looks like a beautiful venue.
do you want to go to Minneapolis?
I mean, it's the summertime, so it's not gonna be like, 20 degree or 10 degrees outside. So,
Won't be crazy. Well, so are you coming to Vegas in April?
maybe,
Come on, man.
maybe.
Come on, man. We
All these videos I keep saying about how terrible Vegas is now because it's expensive and there's like,
You just gotta. So I mean, like obviously, like the eating out and get expensive, and then trying to like get Ubers and all that. You just gotta. You have to know how to pinch your pennies, brother. I found a couple spots, to eat at. The prices are reasonable. Like you can get a plate for like $12, and you'll be chilling. It'd probably be like your only meal for the day. You'll be chilling, bro. You know, I know a couple spots out there now.
well, got a few more months till we get there.
Yes, come on, man. Got a few more months. Yeah, man. SummerSlam, hell of a show. Congrats to everybody. Good job all around to all the performers. Listen, we'll be back Thursday, Brandon. Thursday.
I think so. Maybe
Yes.
let's check the schedule real quick.
Or let's leave them guessing. Let's
Yeah,
leave
let's
them
leave him
wondering.
guessing. Let's leave him guessing,
Let's
but
leave them
probably
guessing.
it's probably gonna have to be Thursday.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. As always, be safe and stay dangerous. Yes, sir.